Donkey of the day for Friday, September 14th goes to Fox 4 News in Dallas. Now, if you haven't heard about the murder of Botham Jean at the hands of Dallas police officer Amber Geiger, let me get you up to speed. Amber Geiger was off duty when she pulled into her apartment complex, but pulled into the wrong floor. Then she walked up to an apartment she thought was hers, but it wasn't. She put the key in the door, but the door was already unlocked. She walked in there, and there was a black man named Botham Jean minding his own business in his own damn apartment. She said she gave him verbal commands to stop, but if I was home in my basketball shorts eating some trail mix, minding my business, and someone comes into my house with a gun telling me what to do, I don't think I'd be that cooperative either. But to make a long story tragic, Amber Geiger shot and killed him. Shot him dead for no reason other than she made a mistake and went into the wrong apartment. Her apartment is on the third floor. Botham Jean's was on the fourth. She allegedly went into the wrong apartment, and now a man is dead. That is the story that the Dallas Police Department has given us, okay? A man is dead because Amber Geiger needs a GPS installed in her ass to tell her how to get to where she is going at all times. Now, to add insult to a fatal gunshot, yesterday Fox 4 News Dallas put a story out with the headline, "Search warrant says marijuana found in Botham Jean's apartment after deadly shooting." Oh, the mayonnaise! Hold on. The mayonnaise is heavy in that headline. Let's go to KDFW Fox 4 Dallas for the BS report, please.
A search warrant describes more of the evidence collected at Botham Jean's apartment the day after he was shot and killed by an off-duty Dallas police officer.
The inventory return shows 2 fired cartridge casings, 1 laptop computer, a black backpack with police equipment and paperwork, an insulated lunchbox, 1 black ballistic vest with police markings, 10.4 grams of marijuana in Ziploc bags, 1 metal marijuana grinder, 2 keys, and 2 used packages of medical aid. Now, the document does not say where any of those items were located in the apartment or who they belong to. And there have been several warrants signed by judges and executed in this case, so we could learn of additional items retrieved. Now, we do not know if those requests included any warrants to search Officer Geiger's apartment as well. Now, Officer Geiger did consent to a blood draw the night of the shooting. Toxicology reports for her and Jean are pending.
You found a little bit of marijuana in Botham Jean's apartment after he was murdered because a police officer was too discombobulated for whatever reason to realize she walked into the wrong apartment. Some marijuana. So the F what? What the hell does that have to do with anything, okay? This is a classic example of first they assassinate you and then they assassinate your character. I don't give a damn if this man Botham Jean had weed in his apartment. I'm more interested to know what drug Amber Geiger had in her system that led her to not know where the hell she was at in the first place. Now, Fox 4, if you needed a headline, how about talk about some of the other stuff they found in the apartment, like a black backpack with police equipment and paperwork, 1 black ballistic vest with police markings. Now, I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary, but why did this man, Botham Jean, have police equipment and paperwork in his house and a black ballistic vest with police markings? He wasn't a cop. Was he in the academy? Not that I know of, but it just so happens he had things that a police officer would have in his crib, and a police officer accidentally, conveniently forgot what apartment she lived in. Nah, bruh. That dream you trying to sell, we not buying it. Okay, not at all. All right, now you're trying to deflect from the possible real issue, which is 9 times out of 10, Botham and Amber knew each other, had some type of relationship, and things went left. And now the police department in Dallas is trying to cover it up. But I mean, none of us can prove that right now, but you're trying to deflect from that situation, okay? But instead of that story, you would rather put heavy mayonnaise all over this situation by trying to discredit that man's character with weed. I read a quote once from Sardonyx Jade, and Sardonyx Jade said, "Attempts at character assassination usually occur when it's too conspicuous to pierce your target with a bullet." I agree. But your Uncle Charlotte says character assassination also usually occurs when it is too obvious that a conspiracy is happening to cover up the fact a white police officer, yet again in this country, has unjustly pierced and killed a black target with a bullet. Please give Fox 4 Dallas the biggest hee-haw. The Hellmans is heavy in that headline.
Yes,
all right.
They have to keep investigating that. I'm hearing all kinds of different things about how the door could not have possibly been left ajar because the doors all closed automatically behind them. She keeps changing her story about what happened.
Why did he
Pictures
have
of them together.
Police paperwork and police equipment in his house? Why was there a black ballistic vest with police markings in his crib if he wasn't a cop? Heavy mayonnaise all over these headlines.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day. When we come back,